Also, I didn't get a notification you were starting
In the cockpit, I sit tight. Virtual flight diaries, we take flight. With the click, the world spins round. In my seat, I'm high above the ground. Realistic view, so clear and bright. Through the screen, I soar up to the night. Clouds below, I feel so alive. In this world, there's nothing I can't survive. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far. Bow is flashing, engines purring. In this world, we're free from the earth sphere. Throttle wide open, throttle wide open. We dive and climb in this digital ocean. Lights flicker, the world's so vast. Every turn, a new adventure starts. From the ground to the highest peak in the world of flight, we're just beginning to speak. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far. Through the storm, through the calm, in this world we face it all. From the runway to the final glide, in the world of flight we find our stride. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we'll reach for the stars. In the realm of flame, we'll never be far. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we'll reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another live stream of Virtual Flight Diaries. And we are here with the Fenix A320 at Munich Airport, and we are trying out the FSCopilot shared cockpit. We're going to do a flight from Munich down to Skiathos, Greece, for the next flight of our holiday week. And I have a Limp Rocketeer as my first officer. Say hello, Limp.
Hello?
And we're gonna do something really cool with this stream. So let's get on board, let's get fired up, and let's get going. So one thing we haven't figured out, Limp, is if we're going to what ATC we're going to do, if we're going to do ATC at all.
Yeah. That's up to you. I was looking at VATSIM. Is pretty busy in Munich right now. A little intimidating. I'm going to fire up this, start us up here. So it's up to you. I'll do it, but.
So we got, on Iveo, we have tower and ground, but one other aircraft.
Yeah, one person. So we can do Iveo if you'd like. I just don't know how to set the radius.
Yeah, I don't know either. Let's you know what? How about we just, since we're new at this FSCopilot and we're probably going to be concentrating on that, how about we don't do any ATC at all? And we'll just delve into it and figuring out everything we have to do with this. That way we don't have to be burdened with that for this one, because we're definitely, this is cool, guys. So we're definitely gonna be doing this again, and we'll do it next time with some ATC. But since we're both, me and Limp, are figuring this out, and we'll just not do ATC. That way we can concentrate on this. All right, so yeah, so you got powered up here. So let's see here. My flows would be oxygen test. Yeah, come up here. We got. All right, so Limp, you would do. You would do the overhead, so you would do the emergency lights. You would put the seatbelt signs on an auto.
I'll take care of all that. And you're aligning the irises, right?
Yep, I'll line the IRSs. I'll put the crew supply on and ground control, pretty much this side of the panel. And then you would do all the fire tests, and then one after the fire tests are all done, we'll fire up then you would fire up the APU. All right, well, he's doing that. So we have some sync issues. GSX wasn't working for us, and I can't get the jetway to work. But we're gonna just we're gonna do loading real time here. That should get that going. And FMC. I guess I'll do the FMC. That's fine.
Yeah, FMC is your responsibility.
Yep.
I go back and check it.
So, well, we found out the one thing is my hardware FMC isn't working. So we'll just do it this way.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's weird that your autopilot works, but the FMC doesn't.
Yeah, it is a little weird. All right, so it's actually we're not on ATC, but I don't know. I'm just used to this. Because you'd do this if we were going to do CPDLC and everything like that. But all right, so initiate. Just request it. Looks like a ticket off runway 8 left, and we are Lufthansa 556. We're going up to 370 today. Temperature's 14. Line. Only winds can come in.
If I can remember how to check for oil. Yep.
So yeah, so while I'm doing this, you would be doing all that. So that would be the center panel here. You would actually just start going through each of these.
Yeah, but there's a
screens.
Yep. Oil pressure.
Hydraulic.
And to the oil pressure though, the PSI, there's a way of.
Oh, it's oil. So we're not going to get oil pressure because we don't have our engines running. We got to check oil quantity. plan. So we are taking off runway 8 left. Departure 8 left. And we're going to be on the ROTA 4Q. That, and then we're going to be doing runway 22. Runway 1 in NDB. And we'll brief all this like they do in the real world.
We'll try to at least.
No, we'll try to at least. All right, flight plan is all in, and we are still loading up.
Yeah, I haven't started getting boarding passengers yet, but
So we can do this. You haven't gotten any boarding passengers yet? So I'm showing 32.
oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah.
I've got send it.
So you're not showing any of that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna load instantly, I guess.
Okay.
I think. I don't know.
See what happens. Probably out of sync with that. I can't imagine it would all be the same.
All right, so I just loaded everything instant on my side.
Which then actually showed up. So my plane shook.
Yeah, so did mine. Okay.
So let's see, did it stop loading then?
Yeah, I did.
No. No, it's still loading up, so even though it didn't really.
All right, I'm out for the walk around.
All right. All right, we're going to do this here. So zero fuel weight should be 133.4.
Start the APU.
Yep, start the APU. Fuel. Alternate is 2.5. Fuel planning. All right, so 15.5 required for the flight. We are going to have 18.6 on board, so that's good.
Yeah, we have double. Very good.
I have plenty of fuel, plenty of fuel. All right, we're still boarding passengers. That's all on. That is all wild. All right, so we've had it almost 2 minutes, so turn the bleeds on.
your idea of 2 minutes is a little less than my idea.
Well, I think the minimum is 1 minute, so it's like 1 to 3.
Yeah.
3 being ideal.
Though, right?
Yeah.
100%?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're 30 seconds ahead.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, all right. Why is the fuel blinking on the left wing? You see that? On the ECAM, the bottom ECAM?
Yeah, so I'm actually on the door page, so this is out of sync for us.
Okay. Door page. I just switched it to the door page.
Yeah, so I'm on the door page. Let's see. So fuel page, I don't have any blinking.
Okay. I do. Okay.
So it might be just a slight desync. Maybe I'll
So if I switch it over to the door page, you don't see it switch over?
I see it on. Yeah, now it did. I think we're out. I think we're desynced there for a minute. So it should work now. So you go to fuel page. So if I go to fuel page, you see it?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, we were desynced for a second. You still get the flashing?
Yeah, there's the 15, 20, and the 7,000s, 800s flashing. I don't know why. Never seen that before.
Yeah, I don't know why it would be either. I never encountered that.
That's different.
We need an Airbus pilot.
Yeah. What's the problem? V1, if you're watching, type in the stream there.
Yeah, right? All right. So I see you're on the, so your FMC is on the message page. Where do you have it? Okay, you have it. You have it on message page. Okay.
Clear that
So,
message.
so then that's synced up. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I was getting ready to go over what you entered in on my side.
Oh, it looks like GSX put people on board.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though I have GSX turned off. All right.
A little strange.
Yeah, that is really weird. All right. So, all right, we have the fuel prediction air. We gotta finish loading our passengers. So we'll do, I think we could do a perf calc without the aircraft. Get a preliminary. Sync from a load sheet. All right, 8 left, it's dry. Good, let's calculate you. So we're looking at flaps 1, 60 flex, 56, 57, 58. We'll hold that there for a minute. All right, fuel's on board, so seatbelt signs could come on.
Went back to the door page. That blinking was driving me crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Shouldn't affect you. My plane's good.
Yep, you're good. It's blinking. There's fuel in there. It's blinking.
So we're gonna go. All right, so I think we're ready for, let's do cockpit preparation checklist.
I've got a pre-start checklist.
Or if it's the same.
All right, I'll call it out and see what you think.
Okay.
All right, so the pre-start checklist is parking brake
Is set.
Okay. The Is that close? Chocks removed?
No, that's not us.
Chock.
So that's before start. So I got cockpit preparation. Would be gear pins and covers, and then your responsibility or the response will be removed.
Removed on board, yep.
Right. Fuel quantity.
Verified.
18.6, 15.5 required, 18.6 on board. Seatbelt signs.
Seatbelt signs are on.
All right. Adheres.
Aligned.
And then nav, yes. And then barrel ref. We got what is our QNH? I'm just going to do a magic barrel ref. So I got 1017 on my side.
1017 on my side. Check.
All right, check. All right, cockpit preparation checklist complete.
Okay, that's pretty simple. And that was on that page stuff you sent me yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Billy, unfortunately, we can't be on multiplayer with this FSCopilot for some reason. It doesn't work.
You can always fly along and we back out. Well, that ruined the replay, but back out and join multiplayer and watch them land.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't really ruin the replay because it's a recording. But yeah, unfortunately, sorry, Billy. You can fly along with us though. We just won't be able to see you, unfortunately.
All right, so you have
So we-
everything programmed in the FMC?
So yes, I'm just waiting for our final perf calculations, but I have the flight plan in.
Okay.
Still flying. Awesome. You'll be with us in spirit, Billy. All right. So once you finish running the box, we'll do the briefing.
Okay. Yeah, we got that discontinuity there from that TSL waypoint. Just leave that in there for now.
Yeah, so nope, that's actually, we'll delete that because that's entering the star. Yep. Why won't you let me delete you? All right.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of that VOR. TSL will be just fine. Look it up when you got a moment.
Tango Sierra, yeah, Tango Sierra Lima. There we go. Yeah, so OBEDI is entering the star, so yeah, that looks good. Yeah, so we would need to we would have need to connect at that. All right. So for our takeoff, we're going to be ROTA. Tap. Q. See if it looks like mine on my tablet. Yeah, 4 Echo, 4 Q. This one. Yep. All right. So we're going to be taking off runway 8 left. I'm pilot flying, you're pilot monitoring. If we were on ATC, you would handle the radios, and I will be handling the autopilot and, well, yeah, I would be handling the autopilot because I'm pilot flying. So anyway, taking off 8 left, we're going to be going out to let's see here. We'll get through this. All right,
Got
yeah.
it.
So take it 8 left. Yeah, so we got to. Yeah, it's probably we should brief the taxi first. All right, you want to brief the taxi?
Yep.
All right.
All right. Looks like we're going out towards the north on our pushback. Echo 2, Delta 1. Would you want to take November, which is the first, or Mike above that? I'm not sure how they operate here in this airport.
So looking like we're gonna do. Yeah. So November.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, we'll do November because. Actually, you know what? So November would be a returning taxiway. So we'll do Mike. At least in the U.S.
Yeah, that's I don't know how they operate here, so I'm just going by what I know.
Yeah, so it looks like pushback facing north, Delta 6, November 4, Alpha 5 to Mike, and Mike to Alpha 1.
Got plenty of runway here.
Oh, yeah.
Runways.
All right, yeah, so it'll be, and then we're departing on the ROTAX, or Rota for Quebec, with the ROTAX transition. And let's see here, where did I have that?
4 Echo. Yeah. Not really any restrictions on this departure either.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's just all be above these altitudes at these locations. All right, it's just a quick review.
Restrictions right at the beginning we'll never hit.
Right, so it'll be a max 230 at DM071 and then max 250 at DM073. So we'll actually let's see if those are in the box. So we'll just go. If not, we can just we can actually pull the window if we had to.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, it's got us a 195 reaching there, and then 250 at DM093, which is fine.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd actually hit that first one at all.
Yeah, we're not gonna. So we're good with that, and then it'll just be 250 at DM292, and then we'll climb out there to ROTAX. So we got initial climb to flight level 070. I'll put that in. And yeah, so we're doing a 4.
In the box. Or, I'm sorry, 8,000 feet is what I'm showing.
So you're showing 8,000, so we're desynced on that.
What if I switch that?
All right.
I'm at 7. Nope.
All right. How about you go? So
8,000 now. You know what? We'll just go by with what you see. You You're going to have to manage the altitude.
What do you have in the box? Or on the autopilot?
I've got 100 feet.
Okay. Let's try this.
7,000.
All right, good. We're back.
I
So
can't mess with that. Otherwise
it'll desync. Yeah. Okay. So that's the thing we're finding out. There's a couple of issues where it ends up desyncing every once in a while. All right. So that's our initial climb clearance, and our transition altitude will be 5,000 feet. That should be in the box. We should be finished loading.
Yeah, the good thing is we have light weather.
Yeah, it's
Clouds, 3-mile-an-hour winds.
oh, wow. We're still loading passengers.
Are we?
Mm-hmm.
How many more do you have? How many more?
Like 5 more left.
Oh, okay.
All right, so yeah, we'll finish the briefing once the passengers are on board, and we can do our final performance checks. Two more passengers.
I think I never even looked at it. What's our flight number?
556.
556.
I stand. All right, boarding is complete. So let's. I'll send that to. That way we'll get our final CG. All right, and let's do our final performance calculation. So see that. All right, and we'll send that to the McDo. So takeoff is going to be a flaps 1 departure with a flex of 60 degrees. V1 is 5.6, VR is 5.7, and V2 is 5.8. And our THS will be, for departure, will be down 0.4. And so, emergency briefing. Failure before 100 knots or V1, any failure before 100 knots or V1, clearly call out the malfunction, and I will call stop or go. If it is stop, then I'll apply rejected takeoff procedures, and the airplane will come to a complete stop. I will set the parking brake and call attention crew, all stations. You will monitor reverse green decel and silence any Oriole warnings and inform ATC. Therefore, and afterwards, we'll carry out any ECAM commands. If evacuation is required, we'll carry out the emergency evacuation checklist together. Failure after V1, any failure after V1 will take off and will continue until 400 feet above the ground, silencing any Oriole warnings and only gear up. After reaching 400 feet, we'll follow any ECAM commands. For engine failure, damage, fire, the engine is secure. We'll stop ECAM and continue on to 1,500 feet. Push vertical speed and level off, accelerating and cleaning up. If the engine is not secured, we'll continue until the engine is secured, and we'll accelerate to green dot in open climb at max continuous thrusts. And continue ECAM check status, and then attempt for relight or any other actions that would be required. Rejected takeoff. Between 100 and V1, we will only reject for severe damage, fire warning, sudden loss of engine thrust, malfunctions that will not allow the plane to fly, or any ECAM trigger, since the ECAM gets inhibited. If it triggers, then it's severe. Or tire failure within 20 knots of V1, wind shear, or an exceeding EGT red line, or nose gear vibration that results above 100 knots. All right. Any questions? Anything to add?
No.
All right.
I'll trust you on that.
All right. Sounds good. I think so. We're all loaded up. We have things. So I'll be on the takeoff page. You could put on the flight pan page. And I think we're ready for pushback. All right, beacon light is on.
Yeah, make sure our chocks are taken out.
So is GSX all of a sudden working now?
It looks like it. I've got the... Yeah. We're ready for pushback is what I just heard.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, see, the menu is not working for me.
Yeah, but I've got the tow hooking up, right?
Oh boy.
You got the person walking outside beside you?
No, I got. All right, so I'm going to cancel GSX again. Yeah, because GSX is like completely integrated in this thing.
Mine's still working.
All right. All right, so I wonder if it's going to push us both back.
I just canceled mine out of fear.
Okay, perfect. We'll just in case it got that screwed that all up. We haven't thoroughly tested that GSX thing yet, so.
Yeah, that's.
All right, so we're ready for pushback. So before start checklist.
Before start checklist. All right, so this is one I just found off the internet. It's easy for me to read. I'm having a hard time following you on that one you sent me.
Okay.
Do you mind if I use this one here or not?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Like I said, starts parking brake.
Set.
Chocks.
Chocks are removed. Should be.
GPU.
Disconnected.
Okay, disconnected. Throttle.
Idle.
Okay. Engine masters.
Off.
Yep. Batteries.
Batteries are on. Yeah. Well. Yeah. So that's a.
Yeah. So I mean, this is the normal checklist for the A320. That's what I got. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got one that's based on that literature I sent you.
Okay. Show me. Tell me exactly where it's at on there, and I'll go to the tab at the top and go to it.
I got this flight sim TO. So I'm gonna do the checklist. You do the command. All right. So parking brake. Set. Takeoff speeds and thrust. So takeoff. This is both of us. We verify it. Takeoff speeds and thrust. So V1 is 156. VR is 157. V2 is 158, and a flex temp of 60.
Yeah. See, mine's all messed up on that. I don't have what you're seeing. So go through the V1 speed again.
All right. So V1 is 56.
156. Gotcha.
Yep. And V2 is 15, or V rotate is 157, and V2 is 15. 8.
8.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Flaps 1 and
1.
flex 60.
60. All right. Verified. Windows, my side closed and locked. Closed and locked. Check.
All right, and beacon light is on.
Beacon light is on. Yep. Check.
All right. Ready for pushback. Okay. see who is connect tug. Moment of truth. Let's see here. We're gonna go nose left, tail right.
All right, yep. Munich ground, good evening. Lufthansa 556 with the information Yankee. Request push and start. Yeah, we're approved.
All right, cool. Good, because we're already pushing back.
Yep.
All right, so pushing back. Turn in engine 1. I don't know where the taxiway is here. We're probably a little early. All right. Yeah, so probably my GSX problem is probably I needed to restart everything.
Yeah.
But we just ran out of time. All right, so let's stop here. Disconnect the tug. Park and brake. All right, good start on 1, starting engine 2. So technically, when I called engine 1 start, we would start the chrono, but we didn't do that. But that's okay. Did you start your side? Good, good. Well, actually, your side's supposed to be on the start because you're the one monitoring.
All right.
So everything's syncing up good for you. You see the engines are starting for you and everything like that.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Start on 1. You have PSI.
We got rollback.
Yep. Like a clean start on 2.
2 good starts. All right, so it'd be spoilers, flaps 1, and max brake.
You do spoilers, I do.
Nope, you would reach over, arm the spoilers. Yep.
Remember, everybody, I am a Boeing pilot through and through. Out of my element.
And I've never done crew. Actually, we've never done any of this. This has always been solo. All right, so did you press the max? I didn't see it. There you go.
No, I have not.
I pressed it. All right, so we got taxi light can come on, runway lights. All right, and after start checklist, any ice off. ECAM status check. No warnings. Pitch trim, is that set?
Pitch trim is not. Second here. Is it down?
Down 4.
0.2?
0.4.
Down 4? Okay.
Sweet.
Forget where that's at. Okay. 0.3, 0.4.
All right. And rudder trim, neutral.
Neutral.
After start checklist complete. All right, flight controls check. All right, my side, I'm going full forward, full back, neutral, full left, full right, neutral.
I'm gonna try my side just to see. Pull forward. Yeah.
Yep.
Pull back.
Yep.
Pull left.
Yep.
Pull right. And rudders.
Rudders.
Nope, rudders are not working. So you're good.
All right, I got full left, full left, full right,
Okay.
and neutral. So my rudders are working.
Yep. That's all
All
that
right.
matters.
It's big. All right. So hopefully this will be a moment of truth to see how if our control bindings will screw each other up.
Yep.
It's probably just for future reference. Maybe if the person monitoring actually has all their controls debind, like bound.
Yep. I mean, I don't have my throttles bound really anything other than the side stick.
All right. So let's see. On. Okay. So taxi checklist, flight controls checked. Flight controls checked. Still with me, Limp?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Taxi.
Find this checklist.
Yeah. So
before takeoff is what you're talking about, right?
taxi before takeoff. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So flight controls checked.
Lap settings.
1 plus F.
Yep. Radar.
Weather radar. Yeah, okay, you turned it on. Okay.
Yeah, turn it on. On and auto.
Check.
And engine mode selector is normal.
Check.
All right. That's the taxi checklist. And before takeoff checklist lineup is ECAM memo.
In my defense, John sends me 50 pages of reading material last night at 10 o'clock and he expects me to learn it all. So, I need a card with a checklist on it.
All right, so hey, let's get to the chat real quick. We got Nobody's still flying to the Mediterranean for you. Yeah, it says, hey, McPack X, hey, hello there. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're a little heads down. We're doing a shared cockpit, so. But thanks for coming along. All right, so taxi. We're going to go Delta 6, November 4 to Mike, and then we'll continue from there. So, brakes are off. Let's go. Clear left. So this is pretty cool. So you're sitting there and your plane is moving too?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is really cool.
Mind if I shut down the APU?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it should be shut down.
Yeah.
All right. And we're gonna do we're in Europe, and Europe operations for the Airbus are PAX off departure.
PAX off. Gotcha.
So then the flow after takeoff, after gear up, because it's just a flow. There's no checklist for after takeoff. Will be I'll shut off the taxi lights and you'll turn on the PAX.
Yep. That's after we decel.
Yeah, right after I go to climb.
Yep. Climb, decel, whenever you pull the throttles back a little bit, right?
Yep. When I go to the climb setting.
Like the traffic going under the bridge here.
The place says, I think you're scrolling too fast. Scrolling too fast. Oh, we're doing the autopilot. That's how far back we are in the chat. Oops. That's probably it. It's probably if we, because we have to take everything slow. We have to take everything slow. So we'll just be methodical with everything.
Clear right.
So we should go. There's Mike. Go to the left. Get let's do some Southwest speeds.
Yeah.
Because we can go 30 knots on a straightaway in an Airbus. So I could see how this could be really cool, like on a VATSIM event.
Yeah. Yes, very. You know what we need to do is experiment more with the radios and how we're going to do this all. Because that's my biggest fear was one of us being an observer and trying to set the radios up so I can use them on my side and switch them over.
Right.
You can also hear. So you'd have to have your transmitters off on your side. Yeah. There's some experimenting to be done with that. I didn't want to do that on your stream today. Otherwise, I'd be fine flying on VATSIM. I lost my fear of flying on VATSIM a long time ago.
Oh yeah, I don't really get nervous anymore. If I get yelled at, I get yelled at.
Exactly. Yeah, LaGuardia.
LaGuardia. We just go to LaGuardia here. Oh, that was so bad.
I think the flight attendants should be in their seats for departure.
You're supposed to do all the announcements.
I know. All right. You make me do the announcements, I'll do the announcements.
Got to get the pilot voice, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Not sure what the before takeoff checklist would be for.
All right, so before takeoff checklist is ECAM, no blue. Takeoff, no blue.
No blue. Check.
All right, and then we have the lineup checklist. So lineup checklist would be we confirm the runway, TCAS is TARA, and the status of the packs. All right, so lineup checklist. Packs will be going off now. 8 left confirmed. And we are on TARA.
We are on TARA, yes. This is wild.
All right, lined up. All right. Ready for takeoff?
Ready for takeoff.
All right, let's go. Spool them up. Don't predict the announcements. The unintelligible as possible. That's right. Yep. That's right. You're supposed to do the. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lufthansa Airway flight to Skiathos Greece. Yeah, we'll be flight level 370. We don't plan on being any turbulence on the way. It should be a nice flight, so sit back and enjoy. All right. Thank you for flying Lufthansa. All right. Flex. Man, flex. SRS runway auto thrust blue.
Thrust set.
Check.
Hundred knots.
Check.
B1. Rotate.
Let's go flying.
Positive rate.
You're up. Oh, but this is now in German. Climb thrust, autopilot on.
These two on.
How do I get a wing anti-ice fault?
Here we have wing ice. What's that all about? All right, you want flaps up?
Yeah, we're past the flaps 1. Or flap 0. Or flap 0. Yeah, flap 0. Where we're at.
Correct, flap 0.
All right, so flaps up, gear up, and spoilers disarmed.
That's standard. Pull for standard.
Set standard. Standard set, passing flight level 505 now. Or 550. Okay, cool. And the autopilot is keeping us at our restrictions, so we're good. All right. Did you disarm the spoilers?
Not yet. Get there. Yep, got it.
Spoilers disarmed. 7,000. Once we clear 93, we can then climb up to flight level.
Yeah,
So-
sure, Billy, I'll do the announcements.
All right, so we'll put flight level 370 in. 370.
70.
Okay, climb up. All right. So the next call would be passing 10,000.
Yep.
And that's just a flow. So I don't think we can come in Skiathos. So if I, so is it, does it going to matter if I change the time?
You don't want to get out of sync with the time, no.
Okay.
That is a bad thing. I think. I don't know. We could try it. What the heck?
Because I don't think,
Get closer.
because Skiathos, I don't, is a daylight only, I think.
Is it? Okay, well. I think it would be one of the, like a last minute thing I would do. Just saying.
Okay.
Passing 10,000.
10,000. All right, I'll release the cabin.
They do things early over here
In Europe, yeah.
Europe. 6,000.
As I said, set the time, set the same time. It could mess with weather.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is the weather.
Hmm.
That's why I said let's just wait till the last minute and then try to sync up our time as best we can.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. I would say, send me a invite to a group flight, but then that would probably double up our planes.
Right, which then that's the problem with multiplayer, because that's still multiplayer. That's still the issue with multiplayer, because then we'd be like double sync. I don't know. We'd probably crash the desktop. So what would German be? Hello, das Fliegen, Lufthansa, Willkommen.
I'll say it in English.
Only one needs multiplayer on? Oh. Yeah, so if I was on multiplayer and you weren't, it wouldn't mess us up. We could have done multiplayer.
I was just going by what I read in Discord.
Yeah,
What they suggested to do. So I don't know.
we could play with it. We could play with it.
That's more experimentation with this thing, I think. All right.
I mean, that makes sense, Billy. That makes sense. We could try. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll try after the stream. We'll go into multiplayer, Billy, and see if it does anything.
All right. Do a PA announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your first officer speaking. On behalf of myself and the captain, we'd like to officially welcome you aboard the Lufthansa 556 with nonstop service to Alexandros Papadoumas. We're cruising at an altitude of about 37,000 feet. I don't know what that is in meters over here. And we're expecting a smooth flight with a flight time of just under 2 hours. At this time, you may begin to use your electronic devices. However, I ask that you keep your seatbelts fastened while you're in your seats, as we may experience some light turbulence along the way. Like I said before, on behalf of the captain, myself, and the crew, welcome aboard. Enjoy your flight.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Except they don't do meters here.
Yeah. Okay.
I think China is the only one that does meters.
Yeah, but the average Joe doesn't know what a foot is over here either. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I do know that that I don't know meters.
Yeah. I know that too. He's speaking Chinese to me.
China and Russia do meters. Yep. That's why you could actually set. So this button right here actually will turn meters on. So you could do that, and you could say we are at 6,140 meters.
You know what's cool about that is it just puts that little box there and tells you the meters. And doesn't
Yep.
mess with the feet.
Nope. It's a little added something. So if we were doing a flight from, say, Poland to Moscow, we could take off with Polish, with Warsaw radar in feet. And once we get to Moscow, we could have that little box on, and then we'd know to descend to, you know, whatever meters they gave us.
I was going to buy the intentions like you said earlier. I'll do it later on. I didn't want to do it right before the stream. You know, maybe sometime here in the next few weeks we got another chance to test it and do the same intentions thing.
Yeah, we could do that. I really like to try this with VATSIM. I know VATSIM we could do observer. I don't know with IVEO.
Set up a route in the United States on VATSIM.
Right. Yeah. Right. Well, so here, I mean, I'm not afraid to fly in Europe on European VATSIM. I have no idea what I'm doing, but we figured if you know, in the United States, I could do it without thinking. We could handle, you know, everything else going on.
Well, on a route that I've done 100 times, yeah.
Yeah.
Be one less thing I have to think about.
But where this would really shine is coming in on a VATSIM event where you have busy air traffic control, to have a second person handling either the comms or the you know, one person flying and the other person handling the comms would make it really really nice.
I do like the fact that this is a free program.
Yeah, absolutely free.
And it's a work in progress, so you can only see it getting better.
One thing we can do is we could turn on the in-flight music. Yeah, so yeah, I had their Discord up. So the planes that they're that are working and what they're working on. We got, let's see, profile showcase. So as of right now, they're working on the TriStar. So 3-person, that would be cool. So we'd have a flight engineer, a co-pilot, and a pilot.
Yeah.
They're testing the MAX. They've got a stable profile for the Baron 58, the Citation CJ4. They're working on the Caravan. Of course, the PMDGs are stable. That's a stable profile. So supposedly this works really well with the Fenix and the PMDG 737s. Also, they have a stable profile for the 777. Oh, crewed long haul? Anyone? They're working on a profile for the A300. Wild. So they have a stable.
By the A300 and then do the co-pilot with teach them how to fly.
And UPS VAC does shared cockpit. So they allow shared cockpit. That'd be wild. Yeah, they got the Vision Jet, the fly-by-wire A320. They're working on a 727, another 3-station one. Nice. Jay Kurt, hey. Enjoyed a little bit late. Hey, but welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We're doing a shared cockpit flight from Munich to Skiathos. So they. What's that?
I said, look at that scenery down there.
Oh yeah, we're going over the Alps now. Innsbruck is actually off your off our right. So we were here a few weeks ago. Where's your camera? Yeah, you gotta take pictures. You gotta take pictures, right? I definitely would be taking pictures if I was in there. So the other profiles we were looking at, so they're working on the Starship. Hey, that would be cool. We got the AnyBuilds A340 has a stable profile. Oh, my face cam? I do. I have it off. You turn that on. You also have the bar off too. Yeah, so they got the Starship. They're working on the AnyBuilds A350. Oh, another long haul. They have the CRJ. That's a stable profile, so that works there. They're testing out some GA stuff. So they got the PA28, the AnyBuilds A300 or A330 300. That's a work in progress. They suspended the ATR 4272 because it was causing WASM crashes. That's just not that good in 2024. I don't know about 2020. It was decent in 2020. And they got a stable profile for the TBM 850. They're working on the COWS line of aircraft, and also the PC-12 SimWorks. Flight Simware 414 would be cool. Would be a You hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. Huh. So a cool one would be Lear 35. That would be. So I think what happens is so my sound had cut out because I'm having problems with my mixer box. And so the stream connection, it works. So you guys still hear the stream. But things on board, like Discord, which we're on, I think cuts out. So we might be intermittent. So they have a stable version of the Piaggio, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately for the Piaggio, the Flight Effects Piaggio in 2024 isn't as good as it was in 2020. That's why I haven't kind of streamed it. Yeah, they have the Starship, Billy. So who am I with? So my first officer is Lip Rocketeer.
Yeah, I'm fumbling my way through this.
So they have they're working on the Cessna 172. They have a stable profile for the RJ Professional. King will be the Starship. Yes, sir. That would be awesome. So they have a stable for the RJ. That would be wild. Limp, J. Kurt says hi.
Hey, J. Kurt. What's up? I'm looking forward. I just bought that Baron, so from Black Square, so I can fly. It's just a passenger. I'm not going to do anything. I'm like Holden driving down on the next route flight.
That's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. Yeah, so the P180 is a cheap copy. I think it is. There's just something wrong. There's something off with it. I wish I could actually go back to the 2020 version. Jigger, where are we today? We are flying to Skiathos, Greece. We just departed Munich. So they're working on the Bonanza, the Asobo Bonanza G36, and they're doing a work in progress on the Cessna 172 diesel mod. And they have a stable version of the WB Sim 172. And they're working on the Cessna 172 Asobo one. So what you could do is with this, you can go, they have a profile requests section in their Discord, and you can go in and request ones. So I might actually request the Learjet. That'll be pretty cool, because that's a 2-person plane anyway. But I think what'll be really cool with this is those like the L1011 and the 727, where we can actually have a 3-man crew flying the plane. CRJ for you, they actually have a stable profile for the CRJ. So I don't know if this works in anything other than 2024 right now. I think from what I read, this was exclusively 2024s, or they're working primarily to make it work in 2024. Yes, we need a test of the three people are possible.
Having somebody just sit in the jump seat.
We could take a passenger on board. I wonder, we should. So, yeah. So apparently, as many people as we want can link into this, from my understanding. As long as you have the same plane, you know, and same scenery and everything like that. But you could just be a passenger. You can observe. Where it gets tricky is when that person interacts, and that's what they're working on, those profiles, so that the flight engineer could flick a switch, and you would see, you know, and it would work on your plane and your plane. Yeah. So now imagine the Concorde. Now the Concorde would be cool too. That's a 3-person one as well. But we need is a good Concorde. I know X-Plane has a pretty decent Concorde. I think it was DC Designs did the flight sim version. It wasn't that great, in my opinion. I know some people liked it. They flew a lot of it. I flew it in the sim and I didn't care for it. Yeah, if we only had a decent one.
I'm going to step away and use the lab for a minute. I'll be back.
All right, sounds good. We're good. We're in the cruise. So, guys, this is a first time experience for me in the sim crewing thing. It is so cool. You know, he did the power up procedure and I just watched all my screens come to life and not touching buttons. It was wow. This is peaceful. It is. It is. The only thing is I'm getting a little concerned about the darkness though. Because I don't think Skiathos is a nighttime approach. But you can really get into it. You can get the you could practice flows, crew resource management. This is wild, and have this working as well as it is. I mean, there's some bugs. There's some bugs. It is a nighttime approach, or it isn't. But I know it's a visual NDB. Let's see if there's any notes on the airport thing. It is a nighttime approach. All right, we'll attempt it. Why not? Yeah, I don't see any restrictions for nighttime, so yeah, on the chart. Looks good. Let's do it. It's hard enough as it is. Why don't we make it even more challenging? I like it. They said, have you noticed I'm the only chatter right now? I have. It's okay. Glad to chat you up. A320s are your jam? Yeah, I'm more of a Boeing guy. I don't have a lot of time in A320s in the sim. I think if I looked at my logbooks in the flight simulator, I probably have about 1,800 hours in a Boeing, and only a few hundred hours in an Airbus. But I don't fly it enough, so that's why I picked it for this flight. New space game is coming soon. What's the new space game? I like space games. How heavy are we? Landing calc is not happy. Yeah, I do know we are. So SimBrief, let's see here. Let's do 9. Dry, good conditions. Apply the METAR. So our landing weight should be running 70. What is our arrival fuel? 9,000 on board. Space Shuttle Atlantis. Is it a sim? What was that? What's going on? What's going on? Rustlers are going nuts.
Come back.
So we just had an engine rollback.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My thrust levers went. The thrust levers went crazy for a second.
Does that leave?
Yeah. I was just, what was I doing? I was doing a landing calc.
Oh, really?
All right, so we're not going to use that. Holden says, "How goes the shared cockpit?" Yeah, so we've run into a couple bugs, some desyncs that were manageable, but so far so good. It's actually really an amazing thing.
What's on Holden?
So
do the performance calculations in sim.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So Jay Curtis says, so it's a space shuttle sim. Oh, I like that. I like space sims. So let's look at our landing calculation. Flaps full. Max manual braking. Reverse, yes. It's 5. Go. Populate the weather. Calculate. So according to SimBrief, based on their estimates, we will make it with 400 feet to spare. It'll be close. Probably should have taken, we probably wouldn't have taken this many passengers.
Got an AFC message of 93 minutes late.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll blame it on the ground crew.
GSX.
So Holden says, so I'm pilot flying and Limp is pilot monitoring. Good, say air virtual chat later. So according to J. Kurt, it's a you can land at night at Skiathos. I don't see any on the charts. I don't see any restrictions, so we'll give it a shot. St. Martin. It that's exactly what they call it. All right, so hour left in the flight. We're just in chill mode now. But yeah, Holden, this is awesome. I don't know how else to put it.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Something like this should have just been native in the sim. Right. Now we had in 2020 we had Euro controls, but I heard there was a lot of problems with it. You see all the profiles, Holden? They're coming out with the Starship. They got they're working on an A300 profile. What was it? Oh, the 777-350. We do some long-haul crew flights. They're also working on 3 station planes like the L-1011 and the 727. Apparently, I was reading in the Discord, L-1011, they're having issues with the switches being desynced. I think I read that. We could all crash together in the A300. Exactly. Or bring it in to little regional airports because we're low on fuel. Can't have a perfect record, right?
Last Saturday, after we got done with our flight to St. Augustine, that's when Holden and I picked up this program to start testing it. And we ended up flying until about 9 o'clock at night. And
Oh, wow.
I got off flying with them. It's like, oh, I felt like I just went to work for 8 hours or 12 hours. It's crazy.
You know,
I was grinning the whole time.
this is a blast. It's unbelievable. Everybody should be doing this. You got
I changed my range out. You see it on your screen. I'm watching the stream. Yeah, you can see it.
let's see. Billy said, gliding from top of descent to touchdown is the most efficient way to land. Exactly. Exactly. We saved UPS a lot of money.
Well, it worked for me in that caravan on the water.
Yeah. And as long as my throttles stay okay, we won't have to worry about it here either. Yeah, something happened with the something happened when I was typing into this EFB that started making the throttles go weird. You think that's crazy? J. Chris said, I flew a 172 across the globe. Nice. That's a lot. That's a lot of legs. That would be an interesting challenge, though, to find a route that the 172 could do. Kudos to you for that. That's one thing I've never finished in the simulator is a circuit. I never went around the globe. I've attempted it many times, but always ended up not finishing. The sketchiest part would be flying over the oceans. Yeah, I think you'd have to like simulate fuel bladders, I would think, like, because they do ferry 172s across the oceans. Oh, of course, in the simulator, I knew that. It's just 77,000 on a 172. I would if I could. I wouldn't buy a 72 though. I would need to be able to carry some passengers. Yeah, I think you'd have to simulate fuel bladder. Like you took the back seats out and put a fuel bladder back there, but you could do it. All right, so nighttime into Skiathos. This is going to be real interesting.
I like it. I want to see you do a non-precision approach at night on an unfamiliar runway.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
So, you flew a 7.3. That's what it was, not a 172. Oh, all right. Well, you could still do a 172. 7.3 would be cool as well. I mean, just accomplishing around the world is a neat feat in the simulator. and something that I haven't done. I wanted to do around the world in a DC-3. That I know you could do. He's got a DC-3 profile too. That way I can get limp here in a DC-3. It's about as easy as the Caravan.
Yeah, we saw how I started with that.
You're doing one in the Piston Duke? See, that's the one I started. I actually started, I was going to start a series on the channel, and I made it to Iceland, and I couldn't keep up with it. That was also in the Piston Duke. I would think a DC-3 shared cockpit wouldn't be very hard to make. Just understanding what the very, very little bit of understanding that I have for what they need to build profiles with the L-bars. It's a Sobo plane, so the only thing is you would have to have the Duckworks mod.
But the DC-3 was that one you ran out of gas and
Yeah, yes. I miscalculated my fuel. Yes. Crashed in 3 on short final. I had the runway in sight. So to say the A330, I'm gonna do that one next. Oh, cool. Very cool. Billy says, for now, we have the Chaos Machine. Yes, sir. If it wasn't for me, Limp, you'd still be jet only, wouldn't you?
Well, pretty much. I tell you, that Comanche's really got me more into the prop tech.
It is a nice model in the sim.
Yeah. Thanks to you and Holden gifting that to me. Yeah.
Oh, that's what we're all about. That's what I envisioned when I started this channel. I envisioned it to just bring, people come to the sim and they have what they want. That some will just do only GA, some will just do only airliners, maybe some like the corporate stuff. But I wanted to let everyone know that, hey, there's so many aspects, and that's why I'm all over the place and fly all different planes on the sim. Is there's just so many different things that you could do in the simulator, and I wanted to maybe pass that on. That hey, that looks like it's fun. Maybe I'll try that. That kind of thing.
Yeah, you definitely passed that on to me, and also getting me out of my comfort zone as well.
Done my job.
Yep.
Florida to Pittsburgh in a DC-3. Oh, I've actually done. Not on the stream, not on the channel, but I've done some very long flights with the DC-3. Florida to Pittsburgh would be a nice one. Billy said from 39,000 feet to lake fishing. Exactly. We cover it all here. We cover it all. From and also, I like, because I like it. I like showing people, the old school styles of flying. VOR to VOR. Maybe that, the INS and those like the LTN or the SIVA and the 727. I like I like showing people that it's not as complicated as you think. You ran out of fuel as well. So yeah, so fuel calculations, you got to really do the math with the DC-3. When I streamed it in our Amazon flight, I didn't do the math. I just guessed. You got to do the math. VOR to tree, and I also could show you VOR to tree. If I was just a little higher, I actually probably could have made the runway. That's how close I was. If I had maybe about 2,000 more feet, we'd have made the runway. You had 1 hour flight time and you needed 5. Oh yeah. Also, when I did my guesstimate for that Brazilian trip, I did not guess that we would, when we came up over the Andes, I thought we would have a tailwind coming off the mountains, and we hit a strong headwind the whole way. Did not say. Hey, Sonny Williamson, long time no see. How can you get the Airbus A320-200 in the game? Because when you get it, it looks so realistic from the inside. So this is the Fenix. So the Fenix Airbuses are not on the marketplace. I think I know you play on Xbox, so you wouldn't be able to get this one, unfortunately. And the reason for that is that and Fenix isn't going to do it anytime soon, is because they actually run a program outside the sim, which you can't do on Xbox. But hey, welcome to the stream. I haven't seen you in a while. So we're going by, so since we're shared cockpit, we're going real time so that we stay synced up. And it's going to be interesting with this nighttime approach.
Did you see my side stick light come on? You look over at my door panel.
Yes. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. What's cool is the seats move too.
Yeah.
So I noticed now with I'm gonna have to break down and get a new mixer box, because I noticed now my mic is cutting out when that happens. That's not good. So yeah, so Saturday after work. So unfortunately, there's going to be no streams this weekend. So this is, so I've, the way my schedule is. I'm just going to say, because you're new here. The way my schedule is I work a long week, which is this week. So I'm only off Wednesday, Thursday this week, and then next week is my I have more days off. So we'll be flying more, and including the weekend. So it's every other week is a weekend flight. So the ATR 72 on Flight Simulator 2024 on Xbox, I believe it is, because that's a marketplace item, isn't it? So anything in marketplace, I believe, is available for Xbox. But J-Kurt, if you want, you can join my Discord. I post the schedule, my streaming schedule, in the Discord channel. And the link's in the description. But the ATR for 2024, I'm just going to warn you there, Sonny. It's not that good. It actually has a lot of WASM issues. You can't use Discord. That's why I also post the schedule. I also post the schedule in on the YouTube channel as well, so you'll be able to see it. I do post it in 2 places. It's no worries that you can't use Discord. That's why I do the both places. You'll see in the post section of the channel. So next week, I'm thinking one of the days we might do. I'm really itching to get back into the L1011. Might do a long haul. I don't know. We'll see.
Time now.
So it should be 43 minutes to our arrival and 253 nautical miles. So we'll start setting up for the approach at about 150 miles. So we've got about 100 miles left.
I'm just kind of looking over things as far as weather. Like we got a bit of a tailwind now.
Yeah, that's going to be a factor. Yeah. 19.
I mean, it's within the parameters of this aircraft. So.
Yeah, I think it's only like 5 knots. We'll have to watch it if it goes above 10, because I really want to do this approach. It's cool. It's for cinematic purposes, but if we have to, we'll change, because it's not very cinematic to watch me crash. Although, right? So let's see. We'll still go with one. We'll just keep an eye on it if it gets worse.
Well, I was trying to figure out what time it is right now, and I've just finally found the clock in this thing.
See for our approaches.
Update here in a minute.
So we got the NDB for runway 19 too.
You don't get a lot of choices on arrivals and approaches to this airport.
No, you don't. So this is an odd. Okay, so I see how. So we'd actually have to come back down past that island. See, to set up the approach for runway 19 is not the greatest.
So you would still go to the SKP.
Right, but we need to be hit. Right, we'd need to be hitting it in another direction. So we'd have to like self vector. We'd have to go a beam. Or go past when we come down on the star. We'd have to go past SKP or SKP, do a 180 and come back at the VOR to do the approach. Yay! Where with the NDB for 1, we can actually, because we're heading to that, it's just easier. But we'll make it work if we have to.
I'll trust you on it.
So, hey, see you later, Jay Kurt. It was nice to have you in the stream, man. But I think I'll tempt it with this with the tailwind. We're doing max manual braking anyway. We're going to smoke the brakes to begin with, so why not? One good thing is I believe, if I looked at it right, runway 1 is uphill, so that helps us slow us down. But we'll,
Yeah, coming in from the south, it is uphill. You're right.
yeah. So that'll be even better. That'll compensate for the small tailwind, hopefully. Gotta slam it in anyway. It's an Airbus.
Especially if I was flying.
But apparently they bring the A320 in real life, although they're payload limited. Because it's only a 5,000 foot runway. At least that's according to AI. We can all know how AI is reliable. A319 probably be better, but all my readings, they bring the A320 in. Could do a fly over the, if we're completely visual, there are visual charts. There are visual approaches. So if we're completely, we don't have to do, that's the thing, we don't have to do the NDB if we don't want to. But
I don't know, I like it. Doing that south turn there and coming back in.
it seems like the best way to begin with. So there is a visual chart, and it looks like spaghetti to me. But I mean, if I see the airport, I could get us down. But we'll plan the NDB still for runway 1. But I mean, yeah, we could do like a makeshift NDB back course. That's another thing too. Especially if we're visual, we could do our own little things. So we would fly. So it's essentially what it would be is we would fly the approach to runway 1 as published, and they would do like a circle to land runway 19. We can do that. That's actually in the charts. Yeah, circle to land. Everybody said the visual is just a VFR chart and hope. Yeah. So this is picked a challenging airport.
You're the captain, you're the pilot flying. So I'll leave that to you. You decide.
That's it. I'm the captain now. Yeah. Okay. So just a preliminary brief, just as we're discussing. We're going to fly the 1, even if the winds are rough, and then we're going to we'll do the circle to land. That probably will be the easiest. Then trying to link up to the NDB approach for 19. If we were low vis, I would say yeah, but it's VFR there, so.
VFR, and I'm still waiting for updated VTOR.
Yeah, SimBrief still got us at 5. I think it's 5 knots. I don't have my glasses on.
It is 5 knots.
Yep. I'm comfortable with 5 knots. Cool. All right, so let's start our brief. Take a little longer than we normally do anyway. So we already started discussing what our plans are for the approach, but let's see here. Alexandros Papadiamandias Airport. We're doing the OBEDI arrival. So there's no, so the descent's down to 4,000 feet at Skopelos. That's what SKP is. So 4,000 at Skopelos. That should be in the box. Got us at flight level 071. Let's do
it is changing on my side too. I was curious on that. Cool.
all right, so let's do 4,000 at Skopelos. That should have adjusted our top of descent. Yeah, so and the asterisk means we can make it. So perfect. All right, so pretty much cut and dry. We'll be at 4,000 at Skopelos, and then we're going to need to brief this NDB. Not departure. So 01. All right. So we're doing the L Center runway 1 chart for the NDB approach. So the NDB is 326. We'll put that in there just for reference purposes. We'll fly it on the RNAV. We should, if I read everything right about the technically, if I read everything right, we should be able to do final app and actually have at about 2,000 feet, we should be able to arm the approach, and it should fly us down. We'll attempt it. If not, I'll hand fly it. So from Skopelos, we're going to go down to 2,000 feet by D10. And then from D10, we're going to go down to our final approach altitude, which is 1,600 feet. That is also our minimums. So we have to be visual of the runway by 1,600 feet. Like we briefed earlier, if the winds are not favorable enough, or I am no longer comfortable with landing with a high enough tailwind due to the length of the runway, we'll do the circle land approach over to 19 and come in that way. Missed approach. If we have to go missed, which could happen, we'll climb on 007 heading to 2,500 feet, and then a right turn pretty much back towards SKP, and we'll hold there. But what we'll do is, because we're not on ATC, is we'll go back to SKP and we'll come right back in and attempt the approach again.
Just do a circle.
Yep. We'll just do a circle around, no hold. Weather is not a factor. There is some terrain that we have to be mindful of. And other than that, I got nothing else. You got anything?
Nope. Terrain on your side or my side?
So there'll be terrain on both sides.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
who's monitoring?
You,
Display or,
we'll put it on both
okay.
since weather's not a factor. All right, if we go missed, good luck. Thanks, Billy. So hold on. Yep. All right, so another thing that pilot monitoring, you just call out any altitudes. Call out 1,000 feet, 500, and we'll go from there.
And you'll direct me for flaps, gear down, all that.
Yep.
Jazz, right?
Yep, I'll call for all that.
And you control the whole autopilot, ascent, and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's
Final,
it's a
and then on
Yep.
final, tell me final speed, and then flap school or whatever.
Yep.
How that works.
Yep. And then we'll run the checklist. Landing checklist is simple. It's just the ECAM message. We're looking for no blue.
No blue. Gotcha.
But
Push a button, we land.
yep. Except it's Skiathos.
I tell you, it's a lot better first officer or pilot if they're flying the 737.
Southwest Virtual does allow for duals as well.
There we go. There we go. What about Delta Virtual? I need to ask about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it. Any mention of it in the manual.
I'm good with next time doing a Southwest shared cockpit. If you like, anytime.
And the Boeing 737-700. No, you don't have to. I already own it, so I get it for that cup of coffee. But yeah,
I'll think about it.
it's supposed to release. It's supposed to release today, I think.
Today, I'm still on vacation in my life.
Yeah, so the whole update, the visuals update, and everything like that, I think it's supposed to drop today. Did you see that video for the PMDG update?
No, on purpose.
Oh,
I didn't get the 600 either. I'll think about it. Like I said, 700. I know I don't want the 900.
see, if you have the 800, the 700, and the Max, you have the fleet for Southwest Virtual, and then you could just hit the you hit the random button. So when you bid on a schedule, you can then fly the actual planes for that schedule.
I don't know.
This is please work. But Billy said, just please work on your flows. Oh yeah, well, definitely have to work on flows because it's wild now that we actually have something that is going to force us to learn flows in a real manner.
Like I said, I'm not an airbound pilot. I don't know the flows. I've never really looked into it. I'm very much an amateur in this aircraft.
I am more familiar with the Boeing flows than this one, but I'll be studying that. It's not a big PDF, so definitely study that, learn it.
Also, too, I mean, I got the information last night. I studied as much as I could. I was still watching V1 and
In Honolulu.
Honolulu, watching the green dot video. So.
I was doing the same thing. I was studying for today's stream and watching V1.
Exactly.
Billy said, if you have the fleet, then just buy the real one. I'm smelling I'm smelling a plane crash off. Well, Holden's our resident Airbus guy.
Yeah. Yeah, you should have seen that as a first officer to San Francisco. He was just barking orders at me. I was doing what he told me to do. Perfect. So feel free to
So he's one of those captains.
I was fine with it.
But what's another thing's cool with it? So, you know, you wonder like, why would you need another pilot for a GA flight? But say they had the profile for the Caravan and you were struggling with the Caravan, I could hop in there with you and actually be in the plane. Then it'd almost be like having a CFI with you. That's another cool aspect of this.
Start charging people for lessons.
It's funny you say that. There was actually for 2020, I don't know if they lasted, but they were actually a company out there that was, their business model was to teach 2020 in like a CFI kind of matter, and you would actually pay them. It was you would each CFI, it was like on a forum board, and each CFI would post their prices.
I think you just probably killed that.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think just you really don't truly need a paid instruction school for Flight Simulator. But I didn't hear too much about it anymore. It was actually early on in 2020, so I wasn't even on YouTube yet. It was like 2021 they came out with that. I think it was just called Flight School. I don't know. You could probably look it up on Sim Flight School or something like that. Probably Google it.
Whole Sim Flight School, yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, Billy's our other. So we're split. We're split. So me and you are Boeing guys, Limp, and we got Billy and Holden as our resident bus guys. Uh-oh.
No, Billy, you got to get a mic, and then we can get on together and teach us everything.
Yeah. So now with this shared cockpit, Billy, you gotta be more motivation to get that mic. I don't have the
60 miles to go.
yeah, to our top of descent. That's what it looks like. Yep. All right, so put 4,000 in the autopilot. Oh, I don't want to go fast. Let me know if you see 4,000. Okay. And I need to get some lights on in my panel.
Where's my side for those lights?
They're over here. They're over on, there should be above your light cluster over here on your right hand side. It'll be under the glare shield. Also, yeah, I can also do this a little bit too.
Oh, that works too.
Get some lighting in here.
That's crazy.
Billy said he's going to get one on paycheck.
All right.
Awesome.
Then I won't be able to pick on you anymore, but control you. In-house troll.
Right. Who needs a troll when you got a limp?
Yeah. That was the comment, wasn't it?
Yep.
I love it.
Oh, one thing I didn't do. Passing 10,000. I should have moved that up to 80. Definitely gotta get the flows down. Yeah, and not only do we have to learn the flows for the NGs, we have to learn the flows for the Max too. They're different.
Yeah, right.
Not terribly different, but they're different.
I have to get another monitor. Put all this stuff on.
So Billy says he's sure you'll find new ways.
Well, it wouldn't be much of a troll if I didn't. Enter destination data.
Ah, yes, yes. So I don't know if will it show up on my side if you do. We'll see. We'll see.
Did you already enter everything in there?
Nope. Yeah, so I have a feeling. I have a feeling based on the takeoff stuff that our boxes they're not sync. Our FMCs don't sync.
I don't know. Start putting the information in there. QNH is 1013. It entered it on my side.
Did it? Oh, okay.
Yep. 0 winds. So our winds are good now.
Nice.
Yep. 14 degrees Celsius.
It's
Barrow.
1600. 1600. We just briefed it.
Yep. We did.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Exactly.
Uh-oh. All right, so we got a VAP of 140 and a VLS of a 135.
Go around engine out. 2500, right?
Yep. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we look good. We're looking good. And so I think we were just desynced there for just a little bit, but it seems to be working now.
Yeah. Seems fine to me.
So little bit of bugs here and there with us desyncing, but then it comes back. So it's actually not that big of a deal. But so far we've not encountered anything that was game breaking.
Top of the set.
Okay.
Is it 10 or is it 20? Sorry.
This should be 15 miles. 15 miles. I think we're all looking good. So what we need to do, I think there is. Okay, so it's approach checklist. So the approach checklist is done when we set the barrow. So what is our transition altitude? We never briefed that.
6,000 feet, I believe.
4,000.
4,000 degrees.
So we'll do the approach checklist at Skiathos. Now we'll do it at Skiathos. That's when the changeover is. So it'll get quick.
See if I can find that on that sheet.
It'll get busy. All right, I'm starting down. Oh, we never start the clock. Yes, RNAV approach with final app. Final app should work from what I read in that manual last night. We'll see if Fenix does it. If not, like I said, I'll DC the autopilot and we'll just I'll just hand fly it. We're coming down, looking good. So Billy says it does, just don't turn on the LS. Okay, yeah, final app, no LS. If you remember correctly. Well, you've been right so far on other streams. Heck, you.
And we're coming when we're landing. Do you recycle the flight directors too?
Yes. So when I disconnect the autopilot, I'm going to want the flight directors off, and I'm going to want the bird. So that's this center button here.
Yep. And is that what I do, or is that?
We each do our own. You each do our own. So I'll DC my flight director, and I'll hit the FPA track.
Gotcha.
Because pilot, from my understanding, pilot flying handles the anything with the autopilot.
That's what I thought too.
And I think that's the same for Boeing too.
Now, when Holden and I were doing it, we were doing it backwards. He was telling me what to do, and I was doing everything on autopilot. Except for the vertical speed didn't work for my side.
Really?
Yeah. So,
We're looking good. We're on path. Should be slowing down.
we're good on speed.
All right. So a couple of things is we want, what's the NDB? Was it 329? Did I say? Check. 326 is the. Where's the ADF in this thing? Rad nav. All right, 326. And then we got Skip in there.
I have no idea how to use that radio now.
Then I'm going to put your 2. There we go. Just for situational awareness.
What'd you do?
So what I did is up on the EFIS, I put 1 on ADF and then number 2 on VOR.
Okay. Well, mine on ADF then too.
I mean, technically I can go nav and it'll actually show me a better perspective. So I'll run. You can run the map. I'll run that on nav, just to get me some more visual reference. That's TSL. Struggling a little bit to keep us on path, but I think that's a Phoenix thing.
See what it looked like on the hourglass.
Well, the
Looks straight on path to me.
vertical.
Holden and I-
That's lateral path. I was talking about vertical path.
Oh, your vertical path, yeah. Well, Holden and I were showing a little off center when we were flying the last time.
Ooh. Some drag.
I was watching this first officer talk about his captain one time. He said he had a captain that would yell at him if he used speed brake.
Really?
That he didn't plan his descent properly enough. If you do that, you don't need speed brake. He was going off. I was cracking up.
Wow, because I would think it's one of your biggest tools you could use to get yourself back on your vertical path, especially if you get high.
Very true.
So I wonder how this is going to be interesting. This flight recorder. Wonder how that's going to manage.
I think it should just record what you're doing. I don't know.
Right, Bill. It's like the biggest tools to get it to get back on a lot of things, especially if like VATSIM leaves you high. Well, I mean, even you talk about real world leaves you high, which they do.
Yeah.
You kind of need that. That was a very mean. Yeah, it was a very mean captain.
Yeah. That's what he said too. But he looked at his schedule and see he was flying with that guy. He's like, ah. That's 60 miles out, 55 miles out.
Yep, looking good. Just tell the proper planning and no need to just tell ATC they're wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. You're leaving me high.
See, I want to set the altimeter here at 18,000.
Right? I want to do a lot of things here at 18,000. I want to put the landing lights on. I want to put the wing lights on. No wing lights over here.
No wing lights.
No wing lights. No wing lights over here.
Landing lights
at 4,000.
Or 4,000?
Well, no, at 10,000. The landing lights still come on at 10,000.
And that's your job.
Right.
Okay. No wing lights.
No wing lights.
So
They
when the
don't-
landing gear goes down, I just throw the taxi lights on.
Yep. Technically, it would be you would put them on if we were cleared to land, but we're going to be cleared to land, so.
Yeah.
It was very dark out there.
It is dark. Wow.
It's the way it's supposed to be.
Yep. You changed the lighting? You
I
fixed it?
I think they did. I'm actually not running Atmos, so I'm not running it. This is the sim for me.
I barely see anything.
This is real life.
As V1 would say. Yeah.
As V1 would say. It's real life, chat. The low vis we have at home. You have low vis at your where you're at? Oh, I don't know the meme. No. I'm an old guy. I don't know them all.
Yeah, I don't know that meme either. Right. Throw green on my side.
Rain on too, especially since it's inky black out there.
Yep. I see some mountains. Look like the peripheral one.
Yeah, so we're gonna over
Cloud.
when we go over Skiathos, we're gonna be flying over top of the island, so it'll be over top of the mountain. According to the chart. We have an active NDB, which is good.
It's funny. I guess I. Okay. Yes. Now I see it. I didn't have my switch over enough. I had it turned off. Yeah.
Flight attendants prepare for landing.
There we go.
Passing 10,000. Landing lights on. We should start seeing the lights of the islands out in front of us.
Oh, just now when you said that.
Cool. So this light off our nose should be the island where Scapelos is, and then this is, yeah. So I could actually see the runway.
Yep.
So we're gonna do a big circle and come in this way. Nice.
Yep, that's crazy. You gotta love this sound. CDU wants more drag.
Yeah, we're getting a little high.
There you go.
Look at Mr. Fancy with the visual on the runway.
Now who's the troll?
I like it.
Playing the part of Limp today will be Junk Billy in the chat.
All right. I pull the speed. And we'll go activate the approach. And we got VDEV and so we got vertical and lateral deviation. So that's where final approach will be, or final app. Same difference. You break out, go a little faster. Actually, I think I'm going to go to green dot. Just to give us some more time.
Yep.
Here's the airport off our right.
Coming up close. Coming up fast.
Yep. I need to be 185 at the turn anyway, exactly. I need to be below 230. All right, flaps 1.
Flaps 1. Speed check. Flaps 1.
Closing the speed window. Should start doing its own thing.
So you went back into managed speed?
Yep.
Okay. Right on that line.
Yeah, I know. We'll start slowing down in a minute. Speed
Altimeters. Hold for altimeter.
Yep.
Or push.
All right, 1013 on my side.
1013 on my side.
Let's check. And now we're coming back.
Yeah, it's ladies. Thank you. The British lady told me that they're ready for landing back there.
Nice. All right. 2000 set.
2000 set.
Start the recorder so I don't forget it. All right. One thing I didn't brief is that this is an offset approach.
Okay.
It was a piece on the chart that I didn't brief.
All right.
And we're getting fast again.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, see, I'm not used to the Airbus like this. That's wonky.
2,500.
Radio altimeter live. So manage speed. All right. Let's do 1600 in the box. Vertical speed. 1000.
Below 200 knots.
Yep, flaps 2.
Flaps 2. Speed check, flaps 2. Gotcha.
100 above. Minimum.
Continuing. All right, gear down, flaps 3.
Gear down, flaps 3.
The approach. Those non-precision, so we're going to go fully config. So flaps full.
Flaps full.
All right. Moment of truth.
Minimums.
We're at minimums. We're continuing. Runway in sight.
Boy, that is offset, isn't it?
Yep. Billy says good luck. We're going to need it.
Yes, we are. I just got clearance for landing. Turned the taxi lights on.
Yep. Yeah, final lap. Check.
Stuck 2,500 in the box for go around.
Yep. All right, starting us down.
$1,000.
1,000 above.
Check. Stable, cleared to land. Vista approach altitude is set. Right, my plane.
Flight director's off.
Oh boy,
400.
a little high.
It's a tad. You're on.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40.
Too low.
30,
Rain.
20. Retard. Retard. 5.
Ah, reverse. Spoilers, decel. That was not that great of a landing. Oh, wow.
Scenery here or not?
I don't know.
We're on one side of the runway for me. I'd have to. Oh, so yeah.
Okay. We're,
Off.
yeah, because I'm showing center.
Yeah, we don't have the same scenery here.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah.
Weird. All right, we'll turn it around here. That was spicy, Bill Holden. That was very spicy. That was also a go around. It was, but but I was committed. I was committed to the end. But it made it for an entertaining. So that was the first time coming in on that. That approach is, holy cow. Probably would have been a little better if it wasn't dark. I'm just thinking, for a first time, I shouldn't have done this at night. We should have figured something out for daytime.
Yeah.
It's offset. Holden, it's offset.
Yeah, that's a crazy approach. I think you started making your turn just a tad too late, but
Yeah. I mean, if I came in here a bunch of times, I probably would get it. It was just a matter of where the cues and everything like that.
I mean that's like landing in Valregan.
Right.
If you don't know that approach, you're gonna go early or late.
All right. So flaps up.
Flaps up.
Spoilers disarmed. APU on.
Yeah, I don't know that shutdown procedures in the Airbus very well. I know you want that off.
Landing lights off. That's on. We want, yeah, that's good. Now we're good. We're coming up right over here. Cleanup is the pilot monitor's duty. It is. Yeah, what? You're supposed to clean up the plane.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Very funny. Yeah, we'll get the Billy. We have to get our flows down. We are very much not. We're very much. We're very much novices at this. All right, we'll actually pull up over here. Puke pegs are ready to be picked up. What warning?
Retard. I guess it's just on my side.
I got the predictive wind shears off, and APU is available. Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe I installed the scenery, but it didn't install.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what happened.
All right. Parking brake is set, and yeah, so I'm not going to shut down because of replay stuff. But this was a very fun flight. This was a very fun flight.
Yeah, I had a blast. Like I said, I wish I was a little bit better in the Airbus, but you know.
Yeah, well, you and me both. We knew we weren't going to be perfect, but it was definitely right. It was probably a good call that we didn't have any ATC. But this program, free, FSCopilot, it's free. Shared cockpit for 2024 is an awesome piece of kit.
I agree. All right, so you want to disconnect?
Yeah, well, DC and cool. Did it get all funky for you?
Yeah, plane dropped in the sky. Yeah, we didn't have the same scenery going on here.
All right. All right, so I'm going to dial it back, and we're going to take a look at this landing. All right, let's hit the replay. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skiathos, the St. Martin of the Mediterranean. Yeah, so I'm looking, it looks all real, all default. So I think my scenery didn't load. All right, replay up.
Yeah, hold
All
on.
right.
Slacking because I didn't have you there marking orders yet.
You should have been screaming, "Go around, go around."
I let it go.
Cougar, you're too low. Wave off. Oh yeah, this looks a lot better. Definitely should have gone to daylight with this. All right, let's roll it forward. I actually want to see this approach. So it is doing some funky things with the replay. And I don't know, it might be getting extra signals from your side. So that's definitely a thing. So yeah, it's really offset. So so the approach kind of puts you into this lagoon, and then you're supposed to kind of swing out, kind of turn in, kind of like a DCA kind of approach.
What is the point keeping you so offset? Why not coming in straight on?
Terrain, probably. Terrain would be my guess. Yeah, so I think there was a wind, wasn't there? I wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah, definitely would have been a go around. But to my piloting credit, other than being extremely off center line, we did put down at 117 feet per minute. So there's that. Yeah, there's that. There's that, but it does not overshadow the fact that we were way, way off.
Yeah, we went stable.
Nope.
See, I didn't want to say anything in case, you know, like the scenery mismatch or we were off sync like that. So I just kind of, you know, was letting you do your thing.
No, you should have been like, go.
Come on, John, you promised me.
I did. I fell into my old trap.
Yeah, see, that my scenery, it was not like this at all.
Yeah, so this is default. So something happened. I probably didn't load the file right. Which is okay. At least it was so that's what happens. We just our visuals out the window are just desynced when we don't have the right scenery.
I'll tell you, when we fly in the States, I know both of us have the same sceneries for just about every airport there. So
Right.
don't worry about that there.
Well, this was incredibly fun, and I appreciate you coming along and being the first officer for this flight.
Had a blast. I wish I could have been a better first officer, but
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I was not a good captain, so.
yeah, we were terrible all the way around. But like I said, I do appreciate you.
All right. So, hey, I want to thank everybody for coming along. Drunk Billy, I know we didn't see you, but you were flying along too, and Holden bouncing in, and we had Jay Kurt in chat and McPax. Appreciate you guys all coming along for the ride and checking out this shared cockpit. And I think everybody should have this in their sim toolkit. This is a very fun thing, and it's completely a work in progress, and it's only going to get better. So, all right, guys, I'm going to reel this back. I'm going to go all the way back because it's not pausing. So that's one of the things. So I can give my, see, it's doing kind of funky things. And I really think it has to do with that the flight recorder is getting a signal from your plane as well. So it's kind of doubling up on it. So we know that flight recorder does funky things, but all right, guys. Hey, thanks for coming along. Thanks for all the likes, all the subscriptions. We are inching our way to 1,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. You're making this channel something, and I can't be more thankful for that. And yeah, so nothing this weekend. I have to work, guys, but I'll definitely be posting Sunday, next week's schedule, and on to the next one. Virtual Flight Diaries. My name is John. See ya.